Welcome to the Bridge Network. Today on the desk, we have the Batman with the Batmobile versus Harley Quinn and Mr. Freeze. And this is set number 76274. It's rated for 8+, and it contains 435 pieces. This set also comes with 3 minifigs, 2 of which are unique to this set. When it was released on June 1st, 2024, it had a retail price of $59.99, €59.99, and £54.99. That comes out to about 13.8 cents per piece. All right, let's go ahead and get into the speed build. Welcome to the review portion of the video. So we'll just jump right in. This particular Batmobile is actually part of the Batman Animated Series. Now, I used to watch this growing up. When I would come home after school, this show would be on, and I used to love it. So I had to pick this up just for nostalgic purposes. First and foremost, the vehicle. It actually comes with this stand, and let me take this off here. And this stand has a little plaque on there, and it spins, rotates, which is really cool. And so you can set the vehicle on there. Has a little bottom plate here, and you can set it and then spin it around. But since we're going to review the vehicle, no need to spin it. So you can see the silhouette of this Batmobile is completely different than all the other Batmobiles in the movies and etc. It has a bit of an anime vibe to it. So here's the front. It has those miniguns up top. These stud shooters are actually functional. We're going to turn it around to the side. There's an intake there. The rear has that bat wing shape. And then the rear here. And this flame actually spins while it's rolling. So for example, yeah, that's dope. And then the other side. So it has a really cool silhouette. The canopy here, it actually pivots up. And then inside, you have a look at the cockpit. You do have a few stickers that came with this set. There weren't many. Just those there, which was great. And that was it. Yeah. So the controls, there's no hidden like storage spots or anything like that. So, you know, I won't cover that, but that's it. You do receive 3 minifigures: Batman, Harley Quinn, and then Mr. Freeze. So first we have a look at Batman. This Batman is really cool. So I've had a couple Batmans, recent sets that I've actually put together. So this is, the Animated Series Batman. Looks more of a historical nature. But what's really cool is that this cape, it's not the cloth. It's solid. It's like a plastic, a plasticky material, but it stays in this shape, which is really cool. This is the first time I've seen a Batman that actually has that. So that definitely differentiates it from the other Batman minifigures that I've reviewed recently. So really, really cool Batman. Yeah. And the cape kind of holds it up in that position, which is quite interesting as well. Next up, Harley Quinn. So you have Harley Quinn here. She has this huge mallet. This is cool. And printed torso and legs, which is nice. Turn it around to the back, print it back, and then that jester hat. But what's really cool, she actually has 2 faces. So we spin this around, and then you have that face as well. So I'll put the jester hat back on for Harley, and then set that to the side. Oh. And then Mr. Freeze. So this one's really cool. He has this little plastic cover. It goes over his head, and then he has this stud shooter, which is really cool, but it has like the I don't know, like the frozen look to the studs inside the pea shooter. And of course this is actual functional. Let's give it a shot here. Hopefully I don't lose the stud, but yeah, so quite cool. stick that back in there. So 3 minifigures. And then lastly, as I said, these actually shoot as well. I won't shoot even the minifigures because they end up bouncing and I end up losing them. But yeah, I'll fire one into my palm. There we go. Little demonstration. So yeah, really cool just to have a Batmobile that's quite different than what we're used to receiving, because it seems like most of the Batmobiles are either based off of the recent like Dark Knight series from the movies or the 1989 Batman movie, which of course, you know, is historical and one of my favorite Batmans, but you know, to have one from the animated series is really cool. And now let's talk about the price. The price itself is $60. That's about 13.8 cents per piece, 14 cents per piece, which is really pricey. Granted, you do receive 3 minifigures that kind of help with that, but for the price, I still think it's too pricey. The fact that you're only getting 435 pieces, so it should be $50 at most. Maybe hell, even 45. I don't mean, the minifigures are nice, but which I also complained recently in another video that I just did on the Batwing, where I'm honestly tired of seeing Joker villain minifigures. So to have Harley Quinn and Mr. Freeze was a great addition. However, it's not enough to warrant an extra $15 of what the price should have been. And you know, unless you're a huge fan of the animated series, I would say probably skip this one. I honestly don't know if Mr. Freeze or Harley Quinn are in other Lego sets. I'm sure at least Harley Quinn probably is in another one. If you do know, please put it in the comment section below. But you know, I would say just if you can pick up this Batman, to me, which is probably the crowning jewel of this set with that hard cape. It's really cool. It's really cool. By far one of the coolest minifigures that I've seen to date, and I've seen a ton, from Star Wars to, you know, Marvel to also, you know, the DC. So to have this minifigure, it's dope. It's really dope. By far the best minifigure I've seen. But anyway, so if you want to pick up that minifigure, pick it up. I'm sure you can probably find it separately instead of buying this entire vehicle. And that's just my thoughts on that. And once you open the cockpit, Batman does slot right in. Now it's not really ideal because that cape is quite rigid, and it's a little bit more difficult getting them in there than compared to the other Batman that I just built, the minifigure. Let me go get him for a second. So as I mentioned, this Batman is a little bit more difficult getting in there, but I do have the Batwing that I just built a couple of days ago, and so I'll pull this out so that we can have a look at the Batman inside there, and I'll show you the difference. Yeah. So I actually enjoyed the torso of this one because, of course, it's like the very first Batman I've ever seen. So that's really cool, but you can see the difference in the cape. So this is a cloth cape, which is what I generally get on most minifigures. Any superhero has a cape or villain has a cape, it's usually cloth. This is the first one that I've seen that actually has a hard cape made out of plastic. So this is a keeper. This is really cool. So you know, I'm excited to actually see this. I'm sure you can probably hear it in my voice. But this is a really cool minifigure, and if you can find this by itself, I would say go ahead and pick it up. All right, yeah, and a quick demonstration of, you know, setting this on the rotating plaque and stand. Let me spin this back a little bit and just give it it's not on there. Yeah. There we go. And give it a quick whirl. But yeah, it's a cool little rotating stand. Really cool. Yeah. So good addition, but too pricey. And unless you absolutely love the animated series, then I would say probably skip this one. Here's the underside. Man, I keep knocking over Mr. Freeze. If you guys enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, guys. Peace.